Why did you destroy someone who needed you? It happened when I abandoned my battle buddy Martinez during his darkest moment because I was too selfish and scared to deal with his problems, and it cost him everything. Martinez had been my roommate and closest friend for 2 years. We'd been through basic training together, deployed twice, and had each other's backs through every challenge the Army threw at us. But after our second deployment to Afghanistan, Martinez started showing signs that something was seriously wrong. He'd wake up screaming from nightmares, couldn't handle loud noises, and started drinking heavily to cope with what we now know was severe PTSD. I knew he was struggling, but I was dealing with my own adjustment issues and frankly didn't want to get involved in his problems. I was focused on my upcoming promotion and didn't want Martinez's issues to reflect badly on me. Martinez tried to talk to me about what he was experiencing, the flashbacks, the anxiety, the feeling like he was losing his mind. Every time he brought it up, I'd change the subject or make excuses to leave. "I think I need help," he told me one night after a particularly bad episode. "Something's wrong with my head, man. I can't keep living like this." Instead of listening or helping him find resources, I told him to just tough it out and stop being dramatic. I said everyone had adjustment problems and that he needed to handle it like a soldier. Martinez started isolating himself more, drinking alone in our room, skipping formations, and neglecting his duties. His performance was declining rapidly, but I was too concerned about my own career to intervene. When our first sergeant asked me about Martinez's behavior, I threw him under the bus. I told them he was unreliable and had been drinking excessively, making it sound like he was just a problem soldier rather than someone who needed help. I requested a room change and moved in with someone else, leaving Martinez alone to deal with his demons. I convinced myself I was just protecting my own future, but really I was abandoning someone who'd always had my back. 2 weeks after I moved out, Martinez attempted suicide in the barracks. He survived, but barely. When I went to see him in the hospital, he looked at me with such disappointment and betrayal. "I thought you were my brother," he said quietly. "I thought if anyone would understand, it would be you." I tried to make excuses about being busy with work and not knowing how serious his problems were, but Martinez just turned away from me. The investigation revealed that Martinez had been suffering from severe combat-related PTSD for months. Multiple people testified that he'd been asking for help but hadn't received proper support from his unit or his friends. Martinez was medically discharged and sent home to get treatment. His military career was over, his benefits were reduced, and he faced an uncertain future with mental health issues that could have been addressed if someone had cared enough to help. I got my promotion and continued my career, but it felt hollow. I'd succeeded by stepping on someone who'd needed my help, someone who'd been there for me when I was struggling. 5 years later, I tried to reach out to Martinez to apologize. His family told me he'd died by suicide 6 months earlier. He'd never been able to fully recover from the combination of his PTSD and the betrayal of losing his support system when he needed it most. I destroyed Martinez not through any single dramatic action, but through a series of selfish choices to prioritize my own comfort and career over his well-being. Sometimes the worst damage we do to people isn't from hatred or anger, it's from indifference when they need us most.